Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Dilla Hans!
Oh my gosh, I got goosebumps.
For what? Oh yeah.
It's freezing.
Cold?
All of a sudden, that just hit me out of nowhere.
Put a roll on. Yo, it's your boy Dilla Hans coming to episode 60.
And his motherfucking co-host, Suki Hans.
Oh yeah. Top 10 positive things in a relationship. Top 10 pros to a relationship. And how soon to say I love you. You know what I mean, in a relationship. I think that's a big one right there. You know what I mean? When are you supposed to say you love somebody in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? And should you be the first one to say it? Or do you care if you're the first one to say it? Doesn't matter who's the first one to say it. But love is definitely a powerful thing. Love is definitely a real thing. I think love conquers all, like you said, babe. Love is real important. Love can conquer every fucking thing. Welcome to the show.
Babe. Think I need to turn it, or it could pick me up like this?
Yeah, it can pick you up. That's why we sitting the way we sit.
Yes, okay.
For a reason.
What we starting with, babe?
I just want to ask you, you know, what you think about love? Like you said, love conquers all. Love is the number one thing. Like when you wake up, you love somebody so much. I know from my experience, when I love so much, like how I'm falling in love with you and everything. Like you make me so happy. You make me feel good when I wake up in the morning. I don't have to. I feel less stressful. You know, less this, less that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got somebody to be with. You know what I mean? That's gonna help you in this world that you living in. You know what I'm saying? This crazy, demonic world that we living in. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time. I just want to see if you feel the same way.
Yes, I do.
I just want to know how you feel about love.
I don't even know where to begin to describe it. It's such an overwhelming thing. It's such a heavy, beautiful thing. And for me, you know, I'm so in love with you. Like, I could barely focus on anything else. It's just the craziest thing. It's like, it makes me like, you know, one thing is crazy. Let me put this out there. I was like, I have like eczema, and my skin has gotten like so bad, like the worst I've ever seen it. You know, during that short break that we took, and as you can see, proof. Now that we're...
Yeah, I'm going to ask, babe, though, love. Let's talk about love.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
As you can see, proof, I start to heal. Like, physically, like, in your face.
Love, yeah. Love.
Exactly.
Like you said, yeah, love can reduce stress for sure. I think that's what it is, you know what I'm saying?
And
you feel less pain and everything.
Yes, and as far as it reducing the stress, this crazy thing called life out here is crazy, and it's really hard when you're alone. Definitely when you're alone, you're a woman, and you're alone and you're a woman that has like all these crazy things, the PTSD or whatever mental issues that you have, or just trauma. When you're in a relationship, definitely with the person that you're supposed to be with, it just makes it so much better. Makes it so much better. It makes it easier. It's less stressful. Your partner knows how to help you, support you, keep you sane, keep you calm in those times when you're not able to have that control over yourself.
Yeah, but how soon to say you love somebody, though?
No games. As soon as you feel it.
Well, let's start right here. Who's the first one out of me and you to say you love each other?
I said it first.
Okay, that's true. But how you felt when you said it?
I felt like I couldn't hold it no more, and I've been wanting to say it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna say it. Like, I've been wanting to tell you I loved you. Been telling you, definitely from the moment, you know, from that first time we took our clothes off.
That's how you knew right there.
That's not how. But that's one of the reasons that made me like, Okay.
I know you're gonna go back and forth with me all day. Man. But that's what I'm saying. How
Yes.
did you know?
That I loved you? It's a feeling. Something that you can't describe. And it happens immediately. It's not, doesn't take time. Doesn't take days. Doesn't take weeks
Some
like people.
do it takes time for some people.
Oh, well.
It take days for some people. Some people will take weeks. Like, you know, the Biggie Smalls and Faith Evans story. It took them a week before they got married. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's true, though. Yes,
I know that she was a whore. And she went to be with Tupac.
It doesn't really matter about whores, you know what I'm saying? In any case, in that scenario, love is love, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to talk about that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes it will take time, sometimes it happens quickly, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's better for love to gradually grow with somebody, or there's just no telling when love is gone? There's no telling when love is dead.
That's hard thing. It definitely depends on the person because, you know, for one person,
when love is dead. It just could be anywhere.
For one person, depending on who you're with, it could work that way, and then you can be with a girl who just makes you feel like, no, I love her right now.
Right now, instantly, same day.
Right now,
you meet him or him or her, how you do it? You know?
Exactly, like.
Love could be first sight. They say love at first sight. So you believe love at first sight?
Yes, I do.
In a relationship?
Yes, I do. And I also believe that this is why, you know, just to quote our old show, just about being spiritual, because it's just like, if two people understand, like, they are spiritual beings and really understood, like, really got it, and they met each other that first day, they would be more than happy and more inclined to tell each other they love each other.
So how do you know you're in love with somebody?
It's a feeling.
Like versus, okay, let's ask you, Curry, what about when you're not in love? You know what I'm saying? Is it a total difference from versus when you're not in love with somebody?
Yeah.
And then you finally find somebody that you're in love with?
Big difference. When you're not in love with someone.
Yeah, talk about that experience. Like, go through that. From not being in love to falling in love.
When you're not in love with someone, it's just nothing is the same. Everything is like forced. It doesn't happen naturally. You know, when you're in love with someone, you don't have to force yourself to be something or force yourself to do something, you know, when it comes to loving that person, because it's gonna naturally happen because you're in love with them. You can't help it. You cannot help that. You can't fake that. You can't help that. You can't fake being in love with somebody, and you cannot help being in love with someone. And whatever kind of person you are, you know, you cannot help how you show your love to that person. And if this is your first time being in love, you don't even know how to, like, contain it or what it should look like. Like, well, that's a little bit too much, you know, maybe you should chill. But if you that kind of person, you just like, oh shoot, like, oh my god, look at him, oh my god, look at her, oh my god, he said this, oh my god, it's really hard to be like, you know what I mean? So, and when the person that you're not in love with, it's just not that, they don't give that. It's just like a person that you're not in love with, you might be with the person that you might not be in love with might be giving that to you, but you're not gonna want that because you're not in love with them. You're gonna be like, yo,
it's not the same,
stop.
Same feeling.
Right, like, what the fuck you doing?
And that's what I was saying too. That's what goes to what I be saying.
I mean,
about,
freak.
You know, that's why they say something about. I want to just throw this out about size. Do size matter when it comes to guys and stuff like that? Now, maybe, but I'm gonna say
no.
Hold on. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say maybe, you know what I'm saying, depending on, you know, the women, because women are freaks or whatever, and some guys or whatever, but I'm gonna say no, because like my woman just said, you know what I mean, you could love somebody and just the strokes that they give you is different from somebody, you know, probably got a much bigger penis and probably can fuck the same way you can fuck, but it's just not hitting the same because they not in love with that person like they are in love with you, you know what I'm saying? And you could be as much smaller, 200, 300 pounds, and your strokes is just hit way better than motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's what I always say. That's what I always tell my purple guys. Don't feel bad about size. Don't feel bad about size mainly, and or height. If you're too short, you're too fat, don't worry about how you look and all that crazy stuff. Because if you find the right woman for you, the strokes will hit just the same. You know what I'm saying? Believe me.
Just to elaborate real quick, women, stop. Women who talk like that, like, oh, they need something like huge. It's only for one reason, because they shit is so. It's because their vagina is so messed up that they cannot feel satisfied. They can't feel anything else but something that's like ridiculous, and those are whores.
No, we ain't talking
that's
about
one
those.
too. But I just want to throw this out there because a lot of women do that, and women don't even feel that way. They piggybacking off of what other women say,
right.
Listening to the music and listening to these ratchet women out here. Women don't even feel that way. But yeah, I just want to say that.
Let's go back to love. Like I said, love is real powerful. Like I said, you know what I'm saying. But just that right there, it's just like she said. You know what I mean? It's totally different. You know what I mean? When you love somebody. Like I said, the other person can have just as much as you, but if she don't love that person like she love you, it's just not gonna hit the same. Or she, the same thing with him. If he don't love her like he love, if he love her and don't love the other girl, it's just not gonna be.
It's not gonna be the same, yeah.
I mean, it's just gonna be totally different. You know what I mean? And once again, looks don't matter. None of that really matters. Even when it comes to women think they gotta probably have a fat ass or big titties all the time, or have a sexy body and all that crazy shit. That don't even matter. I've seen stories with this guy. I think I told you about the scientist who fell in love with the other scientist lady who he met on a boat, and he wasn't physically attracted to her.
Right.
But mentally, he became attracted once she opened her mouth.
Right.
It was a totally different experience, something that he never had before. So sometimes, you know what I mean? For guys, love is not all about just looks, neither. That's what I'm trying to say. Love sometimes is about the feeling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The experience that you get with this person, you know what I mean? Like with you know what I'm saying? Even though you are a beautiful queen, black queen, sexy, but at the same time, I just feel like, if it wasn't for the looks, it's just, who you are, you know what I'm saying? The excitement that you bring to the relationship, something that I don't have, you know what I mean? Something I couldn't just do. Like, I'll turn up, but not as quite as you do, you know what I'm saying? Just with the, all being all over the place, that's who you are, you know what I'm saying? Which is a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? To bring a relationship and make things exciting, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not that type of person. I found myself not being that type of person at one point. What I mean that type of person is like showing love to other people, like being around, other people. I still like that. I can't be around people, but you bring a certain light to me, and it makes me want to be sociable and stuff like that. So it's very important. Love do change the atmosphere. Love can change things. But how soon to say I love you to somebody?
I love you.
Should it happen? We talk. I know I just asked you, but
Yeah, I wanted to elaborate. I wanted to go on more.
Like, how soon should somebody say I love you? Because it could affect the relationship too. Sometimes somebody might get scared by love. Some people get pushed away. When they hear things like that.
Yeah, and I think a person would feel it. You know what I mean? Like, I literally, I said it to where I couldn't take it anymore, but I was telling myself to be careful not to say that I didn't want to scare you away, because you were which is another thing that is key, communication. You were very clear with me about what you wanted in the beginning. You did not want to be committed. You was not ready for that. You was very clear about things, so I knew that I was already in love with you, but I didn't want to tell you that. I didn't want to show you that, because I'm like, damn, he's gonna be like, this is too much for a Saturday night. You know what I'm trying to say? So I didn't want to do that, but to be honest, like, doing it all over again, if I had the chance to do it all over again, when you came to meet me downstairs, I would have been like, I miss you. I love you. I would have just told you, because you see how women don't know what they want? Sometimes it's like that for men. It's like, not that they don't know what they want. They know what they want because of what they've been through, but they just need someone or something to be like, hey, it's not like that over here. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to be catered to, loved, taken care of by a woman the way that a woman's supposed to, take care and nurture? One man doesn't want that.
That's what I'm saying. I think men know what they want.
Right, they just know how messed up women could be.
I think men know what they want. Yeah, certain men, depending on what type of man you are in this world right now. But I think most men know what they want, though. Most men want a relationship. Most men want to be with her. Most men want to just be with
But they'll tell you things.
Girl, but I want to say most men want to have that one main person, for sure.
Absolutely.
So, like, main, selective group of people.
Yeah. Now that'd be the issue. Some men that be like wanting to have their in-house situation. We should do a show about that. That should be another.
Well, that's different kind
situation.
of men, though. That's different kind of men. Though. We talking about niggas who can afford that lifestyle, like a Mayweather or something. I mean, those type of niggas can afford that lifestyle. Because we got niggas that's not like that, but those relationships don't last. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather could walk around with 20 women, versus a nigga like me walking around with probably like just 2 or 1, but it won't work too long.
What you talking about?
I'm saying, like, there's men out here who
I know what you mean.
date, like, who have multiple women, date them and stuff like that, and they don't really consider themselves pimps. They just consider themselves being in a relationship with multiple women, loving multiple women. But I don't really know, like, I've never been in that situation, so I don't really know. But I don't think you could love multiple people the same way, though. I just think that's impossible. I think, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be that one person. So I really think all men, always looking for that one go-to girl, at least.
Right. I definitely feel that way, too. That's what I'm saying. Like, every, who doesn't want that? I think that a man that doesn't want that, or, try to say, like, or, a man to be like, oh, listen, this is not even gonna be, I don't want a relationship. I just think that he's just afraid. Like, he been out there, he seen what it was, and he like, you know what, bitch, none of you will ever get me like that again. But then there's that woman that come around, and she's just like, look, I'm just here to love you. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to do anything. I just want to love you. Or at least be 80%, 75% of exactly what you want. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what purple pill means. You know what I mean? To be, to have that relationship with that one person, or to have find that 75%. Because like, it ain't gonna be always 100% of what you want or 100% of what you need. Because you don't know what you need anyway. You know what I mean? Nobody, like you said, men and women, men don't. Some men do know what they need, but you're right. But at that certain point, like, some humans just don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In general, because you're a human. Because it's like you reach one thing, and then you reach that goal, but you still got to keep going. You want more. You're not satisfied with. So it's like, is it really important to even reach the goal?
Right.
Because you always want to keep going. Anyway, you're never going to fully be satisfied, you know what I mean? That happiness is never going to, because you're reaching, it's like, oh yeah, same thing with me. I used to smoke quarters of weed every day. Before that, it was nickels and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now, developed, you know what I mean? But it's still, like, I need more, you know what I'm saying? Then I get that level, I'm going to need more. When is enough is enough. But anyway, back to love, you know what I'm saying? Back to love, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say,
we're gonna go to the top 10 positive things in a relationship, the top pros. Because we always talk about negative things in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Always talk about the down part of a relationship. Let's talk about the positive things in a relationship, you know what I mean? Like, my favorite is the experience, you know what I'm saying? I love to go out and have fun, and so I love for my partner, you know what I'm saying, to be there with me. You know what I mean? Like when we go out, I would love for you to share that same experience that I'm sharing. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably one of my favorite parts about a relationship. And that's definitely a pro for any relationship, you know what I mean? You get to share experience. I mean, you get to share the same experience with your partner and have fun. Y'all get to share the same, you don't have to share the same, but y'all get to share each other's dreams with each other and goals and ambition and stuff like that. And help each other towards those goals and dreams and ambitions, which is another thing, because y'all can support each other, which is very cool. Y'all get to support each other. It can make you happier too, which is real true, definitely true. Because you may not think you probably, you know what I mean, but it lets you break up with the person that you with, then you're gonna feel the difference. You're gonna think, oh yeah, I was actually happier than I thought I wasn't, but I was. But I was. But you know, yeah, and I think it can help you live longer too, because when you got somebody to tell you, you know, you can't be eating this, don't eat this, you know, you just snatched away the salt earlier. If you wasn't here, I would have had salt.
You was going crazy.
Yeah, the car crashes and doing dumb shit when you got your partner around, just weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Your partner can keep you alive, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, always, not always, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, in a relationship, that's definitely a big pro right there. What you were saying about that? You agree with that, man?
I definitely agree with that.
That's a pro. You can stay. You think you can live longer being in a relationship?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, like I said before, life is crazy. Do you know how? Well, obviously you know, but it is so special to have someone that be like, you know what? I know the crazy things that life is gonna throw at us. I don't care about the curveballs or the obstacles. I know how crazy you can be. I know the good, the bad, the ugly, and guess what? I'm gonna ride this out with you every day, every single day. And for any day that I wasn't there, or any time that I made a mistake, I'm gonna make it up. You know what I mean? That is really.
Like, how we gonna make it longer though? That's.
I'm gonna. Let me get there, babe. So, when you're trying to do things, manifest things, or just be healthy, period, everybody should know that it starts in your mind. So just as well as negativity can affect you physically, affect your kidneys, affect you, you know, make you sick and stuff like that.
Yeah, the same negative energy is real.
That's the same way. That's the same way. It works the same thing for positivity, for love. Love is like a nature's medicine. Like, I can't explain it. It works the same way for that. And when you have someone that's bringing that happiness and that joy, that's able to keep you in alignment in life.
And I want to say, love is very important, because when my girl make food for me, I could taste the difference. You know what I'm saying? Versus when somebody else cook food for me, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same. But when my girl make it, it's like, oh yeah, I could taste the love in the breakfast. I can taste the love in the dinner and the lunch. So that's real important too, you know. And that's how you know that's love right there. You know what I'm saying? When somebody can do that, you know, I mean, it's amazing, you know. But another thing, they say it could reduce stress. Now, definitely, it pros to that. If you're in a good relationship, not no fucked up, chaotic one, but if you're in a good relationship, it definitely can relieve stress, because having somebody there to talk to, you waking up, you know, writing love letters to each other and all that. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Hey Google, stop. Sorry. Roll up a J. No, don't do that, man. Daddy got it.
You know what else I just want to bring up too that's great about having a partner? Sometimes, you know, as humans, this is a very natural thing. No matter how beautiful you are, how much money you have, it doesn't matter. Sometimes as humans, we have our, you know, we could be our own worst enemy, our own big worst critic. And when you have someone outside yourself that's just like, what? No, but doesn't matter. You're beautiful. Or on a day when you're just not, on a day when you might not be on a day when you may not be feeling, quite yourself, and your wife just walk up to you and just tell you, why she appreciate you, or your wife just walk up to you and, just do something really special, or even your husband.
And that's important for a relationship, emotional. That's why I say that's what women are there for. That emotional gratification, that emotional uplifting. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's about. In any household, real women do that thing. You know what I'm saying? Right there, which is very important. You know what I'm saying? Because when wife said it's very important. That is needed. You know what I mean? Everybody needs validation. So, that emotional validation coming from your wife. You know what I mean? In a household when you got kids, or if you don't got kids, whatever the case may be, it just uplifts the household. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in from work and your wife telling you, it's okay, she's running your bath water, or whatever the case may be, it's very important. You know what I mean? She's letting you know, I understand you had a long day. I understand it's hard. She may not say it to you, but if she do say it to you, but she's showing you by rubbing your feet and cooking you nice dinner. When you come home, running your bath water, letting you relax, smoke your J, suck your dick, fuck you good. That's showing you right there. You know what I mean? Validation, very important, especially when you out here dealing with a whole lot of drama and you stressed out, or you're not even stressed out, but you just working hard, and you just need to come home. You need to have somebody validate the fact that you work hard, and they can appreciate that.
Yeah.
So it's very, from an emotional standpoint, that's very important. You know what I'm saying? And they say it can make you heal faster. You know what I'm saying? They say the pros to this and make you heal faster. Now I'm gonna say, can it make you heal faster? I don't know what they talking about, like scars. Are we talking about real scars, like you got hit by a car? Or we talking about like, emotional, like, you know what I mean? The spiritual standpoint, heal faster, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, what do they mean by, you know what I'm saying? What you think, baby? What do they mean when they say it can make you heal faster?
I think it means it all. I think all the meanings, because when people think of relationships, ultimately thinking of love. Love is, I think that's my new thing. It's nature's medicine. I really believe that, because it's just like the strength and the energy that it creates is just impeccable. You could do so much with that. You could, like, I don't even know, save the world. It's so beautiful. That energy is just, oh my goodness. When you walk in,
I definitely agree. It make you feel less pain. I definitely agree with it. It makes you feel less pain. But heal faster. I'm trying to think, like, what healing would you need though? Unless you was, I'm sorry, cause I'm just trying to let you go dig deep in my brain.
Okay.
I'm just trying to let you see how I see it when they say heal faster. I'm just thinking like, it gotta be if you was already in previous endeavors with somebody else. If you was doing that and then you just jump straight to somebody else, then I can say that can make you heal faster. Other than that, I don't really see what they mean by that.
Well, let's say it like this.
Like, what do you mean? Like, because what would
I
I
give
need
you
to,
a scenario
real quick, just before you give me a scenario, what would I need to really heal fast from if I didn't have a relationship before my lover came into my life? It was nothing for me. It was like, it's what was for me. What is it for me to heal from? You know what I'm saying? I'm already just good. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was great, but I was good. You came in my life, made it great. But I was already good. You came in my life, made it great. So what healing? You know what I mean? I don't understand that. So the only way I say it make it heal faster is if maybe you had a death in your family. Maybe you lost your mother. I don't know. You lost somebody in your family, or you lost, I don't know, like you hurting about losing your job, or like you heard about your ex. Like, those are the top 3 things I feel like. It's either money, sexual things, or a loss of life. The only thing I can say that, and which is very important. Which is very important that your lover can make that heal real fast. I figure that's important, but I figure like that statement, you know, in an already in an already established relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, in an already established relationship, what would the healing need to be there for?
Well, for situations just like you said, for everyday situations. Or maybe what your lover needs to heal from has nothing to do
like
with
sexual healing stuff.
what your lover needs to heal from. Maybe has nothing to do with who they was with. It could be from their upbringing. You know, it could be just anything. The dog your dog could have ran away when you were 6 years old. Or your parents could have accidentally ran over the dog and told you it ran away. And then you found out, here you are, almost 30, that your dog, thank you, because any clips, I know you need to pick it out. You're almost 30 and you find out that your dog didn't run away. Your parents killed your dog. That's hurtful. And there are people who take stuff like that very serious. So imagine going through that alone. Imagine going through that with someone who could be like, you know. You good, babe? Yeah, so I just think it just helps you heal faster from
Yeah, I didn't want you to knock this shit over.
everything.
That's why I was telling you, move. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, babe. You always think I'm gonna knock something. That's because I always do. Okay, I know. Fine. You got me. I'm super clumsy. But yeah. And when just to go back, like, you know, not go back, but just other positive qualities about being with someone is like, it's so cool because now you have like two of you. It's like the house.
If it's like that.
Yeah, if it's like that, yeah.
I really should like that.
Wait, you don't have to be like two of the same person. When I say two of you, like, you know, you got two heads is better than one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, you know, the house is gonna get cleaner faster. We gonna get things done faster, and that type of manner.
Okay. Next though, they say it can make you sleep
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
They say love can make you sleep better. Now I don't know. I think that's true because I think that's all in the same category as healing and you know, feeling less pain and all that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when you feel less pain, you feel less stress on you. So yeah, I think you could definitely go to sleep better when you feel less stress, less pain, and your healing is definitely going away. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's true. I think that definitely can put you to sleep faster. You might not need no medication or, you know, drugs or anything like that to put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Definitely when it comes to a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. Cause I got mental issues, you know what I'm saying? I need medication.
I was
to go
about
to
to
sleep.
start getting so offended. Like, what are you trying to say?
But it's not about us, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
That's why I can't.
I got mental
this
issues
is why I
too,
tell
though.
my guys, you gotta do things by yourself sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Cause doing things with women, you gotta love them, you know what I mean? But this is my purple community, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is what we go through, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with pressure, you know what I mean? I always feel way comfortable doing shows by myself, you know what I'm saying? But I love doing it with my girl too at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, remember this, guys, you know what I'm saying? The drama gonna come. This Dilla's Room, episode 60. Peace.
Peace.